My servants can smell your blood, human.
Ah, ha, ha! It has begun! Oh, boy. Can you say scalper? Oh, yes, everybody. You know now. Oh, if it wasn't for eBay, you guys would have no stuff. That's right, folks. It is awesome today. So, it is sold out. Oh, yeah, and it's sold out within 15 to 20 minutes guaranteed. The very first consoles that were found and sold out were basically the green and the gold. The green and the gold seem to have sold like instantly. And then, to top it off, you try to get one of those like orange or red, those were like gone in seconds. The very last console to sell was the clear one. So all of those sold out very, very fast. It doesn't matter what color you put in there. It was gone. It was gone. Literally, I tried logging in like before the time to see if I could get in. And I'm using my premium phone, to try to do this because I'm at work, right? And, you're thinking, oh yeah, nope. It kept saying not available yet. And I was like, all right. So I went 3 minutes past the actual time just to make sure that shit's caught up, right? Well, yeah, that ain't happening. So I was like, oh, it's Christmas time, it's open, and I'm like, oh man, I want the gold one. I want the the orange one, because those were really cool. And I think that orange one, I had them both in my cart. And I think once you have something in your cart that it's dedicated to you is how it should be. See, they don't think about what they're doing when they do stuff, when they have an online retail sales thing going on. So if you throw it in your cart, it should hold it for like 5 minutes in your cart or 10 minutes in your cart before anybody can I don't know who's in charge over there, but you're fired. So the truth is they just don't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to online ordering. If you're doing a smash and grab like this, which I have to thank the people of eBay, because the people of eBay, they may be scalpers or they may be helping you out. You can look at it two different ways, multiple ways actually. See, I went in there and picked the two that I wanted, and you got to fill out the form where you live, who you are, unless if you're already signed in, which if you're signed in, you don't know if the page is going to load properly, or whatever. I've been that route before. And then you got to put your card information in there. Unless if you have all this stuff saved, I don't know. I've ordered from them many a times before, so what's new, right? And then, next thing you know, like I'm in the middle of processing and it says, item in your cart is no longer available. Item in your cart is sold out. It kept doing that over and over and over. And I'm thinking, who in the fuck is in charge over there? It's not even been 10 minutes. Not even 10 freaking minutes. How in the hell is it sold out? So literally, whoever's running the Analogue website, you're fired. Swear to God, you're fired. Because if you put it in your cart, it should hold that item, and say you've only got 50 units. You've only got 50 of the orange color. And so if someone has it in their cart, it should hold it until your process is done. And if your process fails, then it picks it back out. You see what I'm saying? Like say you don't fill it out within 5 to 10 minutes. Or say it sits in your cart for 5 to 10 minutes. Or say your credit card is declined. Then it kicks it out of your cart. That makes sense. But no, these guys are some freaking craziness. Holy moly, what to say. So, of course, literally, you have to be on a computer with the fastest internet, and you have to have bots doing this, or you just have to be pre-signed in to order these that fast. This thing went quicker than anything I've almost seen. You know that what was that limited run games Doom edition that was 666? Yeah, that thing was literally like 15 minutes. Literally. So this, I knew it was going to go fast, but I didn't know if everybody was paying attention. And anything you clicked on, I tried one, I tried two. I'm going to be honest, no matter how you look at it, the very first to go were pretty much like the gold, the red, and the orange. Those were gone so fast. You could see the top of the list change, and everybody went for that gold really fast. That gold was fast. So items in your list were gone quicker than you wouldn't believe. So we have to thank the people of eBay. That is right, folks. Today is a great day for the people of eBay. Now, some of you may be scalpers, but that's not really a bad word because the scalpers help you out. They get you the product that you need in time, because let's be honest here. So come 12 o'clock, I'm looking at eBay, and there's over 20 something pages. Now this says 129 at the top right here. So just so you know, if you look at the top of this eBay, this page is about 10 minutes old. So just so you know, this page is being recorded at night. It's after work hours. And if you look, okay, just imagine all of the consoles that sold off of eBay between 11 o'clock and now. So if it's like, say, 4 or 5 o'clock here, just imagine what time it was and how many have sold since then. So this 129 was probably more like 500, okay? So a lot of people that didn't get their orders had to go to eBay. And of course, most of the prices aren't too bad, 400 so bucks, maybe 500, but when you see over 500 or 600, yes, you're getting ripped off because they're going to come back out with these consoles, and they will come back out with them. So as you can see, these prices right here are being, they're basically scalped. Now, a lot of people have dropped a lot of their prices to the 400 to 600 range right now. Earlier at around 12 o'clock, some of those were going for $1,000, 800 to 1,000. And just so you know, some of those are still on here. Okay, so I'm just kind of scrolling to show you, but there's was that a gold one? No. There is an orange one for $7.99. Okay, so like I said, the orange and the gold sold so fast, there you go. So you get both for 1,000. That's actually not too bad. Well, 1,100. Yeah, that's like 500 or something a piece, 550 a piece. So that's a nice idea. Ice and gold, though. I like that. Any one of the colors pretty much suits me except for the black and the clear. And the clear was the very last one to sell. Look at that purple one going for $749. I was seeing prices well over $1,000 to over $800 when this first popped. Look at this, $1,550, folks. Get ready to rip your arms and legs off for a purple one. Somebody thinks the purple is like the best. I really don't like the purple that damn much. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The gold and the orange really were like really nice, So yeah. So if you want a red one, there's a good deal. And look at that, 1,550. Like I said, the green ones sold first for some reason, because whenever you first entered the shop on Analogue, whenever you first entered their shop, whenever you clicked on this here, it went straight to see, it said pre-order down here. So now it says it did say available now actually. And now it says sold out. So when you click on it, the very first one that comes up is jungle green. And I don't know what happened there. It did have a pre-order page. I don't know if that's all been gone. or what they did there. Now they still have this pre-order page. But as you can see, they all stay sold out right here. And they were all gone fast. And I mean fast. Literally 15 minutes. I seen the clear one was the very last one. Tried to get a clear one. It was gone in 20 minutes. So if you didn't get your orders through in 15 to 20 minutes, you lost out. Now, all of these controllers here are actually available and should still be available through. Yeah, you can still get the controllers, no problem. So if you really want to order up the controllers to your heart's content, because the controllers are actually mass selling by 8-Bit Do. So if you go to click on this add to cart, or wait, it already took me there. See, it says 8-Bit right here, and up here it says 8-Bit. So through Analogue's site, if you click on it, it immediately goes to 8-Bit site. So you have to order these controllers through 8-Bit, which is cool, you know. I actually have the traditional colored ones with the colored number pads. I actually ordered that one days ago when that became available through 8-Bit Do. So, yes, I did order some controllers, and I might order one of every color now that I think about it. Because, hell, what is 40-something bucks, huh? You know? So, today, everybody, you lost out if you didn't get them. But they will be back. They will be selling these again, no problem. That is a guarantee that these will be back on the shelves again next year for pre-order, and they might even stock them. Just keep in mind, Nintendo did not do a limited edition anything of the Nintendo 64. The only thing limited edition about the Nintendo 64 was the gold ones that you would get from Toys R Us because they were a Toys R Us edition. And those were available through the whole wintertime. And you guys could have got them. And then they still had them after the season. So, the Funtastic Nintendo 64 series, the whole Funtastic of Nintendo was available forever. And it never disappeared. Never. They actually had problems selling them. Toys R Us and Walmart's were overstocked. Kmart even had them. And you would go into Toys R Us and everybody was buying PlayStation. Everybody was buying Xbox. I went in there to buy an Xbox 360 and there were still sitting there tons and tons of Funtastic color Nintendo 64s because they had so many of them. They were trying to sell it and trying to make sales. And they even had the GameCube out. And the GameCube was out, and these things were still on the shelf. My old lady worked for Toys R Us, and she actually told me the other night, she said, we actually had a castle we built out of these at Toys R Us, and they built like a castle wall where literally you'd come in, and he said that the last colors that were available were like red and I don't know if she said purple, or was it like a blue or something? So there was a lot of red ones, and I remember seeing red as well. So I know that these Funtastics were not limited edition. And the problem is collectors stockpiled a whole bunch of colors you'll see on their walls on YouTube. These collectors that have game rooms, just like I do, they put them up on the walls and they have all the colors. Look at all my colors. Well, what happens when you die or get hit by a car or something? Well, your family is selling that crap, boy. And they don't know always what they go for, so they're going to be dumb about it. So I bought this controller like a week ago or something when it became available or something like that. And you can get it through Amazon. This one says Amazon right there. These controllers down here are from 8-Bit Do. So it says 8-Bit Do. But yeah. There was nothing limited about the Funtastic series. In fact, the controllers were still available when PlayStation 2 came out, and I think PlayStation 3, actually. Because I remember seeing the colored controllers sitting out on the shelves on their little hanger for the colored ones, And I was like, man, I just bought a PlayStation 3 and the thing overheats. So just keep in mind, people, you have to thank the scalpers today if you're buying from eBay, because they're going to get you the parts or the toys or the stuff that you want for Christmas. Look at that, $899. I would never pay that. Now, I don't mind maybe picking one up from eBay, but would it be covered under warranty? That's going to be the real question here, people. You know, if you guys buy these, are they going to be covered? You'd have to send it back to the person you bought it from on eBay, and then they have to send it back. So, it is pretty interesting to see this, you know. But, yeah, those prices are really high. A $300 console. I mean, technically, Lucky is going to make these things cheap at $200. It's really nice to see this, that people are, you know, it's not a bad thing that you're scalping either, because is it really their fault? No, because I know there's like a million people that are scalping these days, but it's not a big deal. I mean, because you just helped a lot of people out. They want this, and there it is. It might cost $100 more or something, but there you go. I mean, if you really want it that bad. Now, of course, they will be coming back out with these, no problem. I guarantee they will. This is not a limited run on these. It's a money-making thing. They're not going to be stupid about it. They wanted to see how many would sell. And they know that if they put these back out there, they better stock like crazy. In fact, this is going to be their highest count seller of all time. They might as well just stay in business with restocking these, because Nintendo 64 was one of the most sold systems, even though they had problems selling them. The last few years, they just couldn't sell them. They were like, hey, the only way we can sell these is if we make Funtastic ones. So they made these colored ones. So keep in mind, everybody, I'm still here, you're still there, and holy shit. Thanks to everybody out there at eBay for helping make everything possible today. And you know who you are out there, especially if you're watching this. These people know that we're going to need this stuff. And you can't stop everybody. There are a lot of game collectors out there that are buying this crap up on multiple accounts because they have a problem. They do. I might be one of them, but I'm just telling you. There are people out there that literally buy up stuff as much as they can because they have a hoarding problem with video games. Retro Rick, you're not one of them. Are you? Okay, Retro Rick, you are one of them. So, you have to remember this. When it comes to like video game collecting, you have to remember that for every 6 to 10 blocks in your city, there is a game collector guaranteed. 6 to 10 blocks per city. So that's a lot of blocks in a city, and I guarantee you there's probably more than that. So add all of those together, and that's how many collectors you really have in the United States, which is an unbelievable number. I know somebody, just so you know, I know somebody that has like 35 GameCubes, and most of them are unopened. And I'm just like, you need to get help. And he knows he needs to get help. He has a $500,000 or almost $1 million home, and his whole basement is nothing but Nintendo and video games. He needs to get help. I guess when you're making money and stuff, this is what the hell you're going to do. I just kind of wonder, you know, what is it that admonishes people to collect so much? Well, I'm one of those people, so I should know. It takes a hell of a lot of an addiction. Usually the standard guy is just going to buy one and that's it, because that's all he can afford. But when you work and you have money, they're definitely going to be selling these out. And I did get me a gold controller. So if you guys have any questions, drop them down in the links below. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Subscribe. Hot dog dinosaurs.
My servants can smell your blood, human.
Zombie apocalypse.